Well, hello everybody, welcome to the remake of the Polishing Guide Trivia. Cody, your host. Today, we're gonna talk about some things. So if you're new, let's start off. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here with me today. If you can, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment every time, and hit that little bell so you will get notified every time I release a new video. So Polishing Guide has been up and running since 2021, since the spring. Business wasn't as great back then as it is now. Actually, I just met some new polishers not that long ago, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, so we had to talk about, there's some things to talk about. So the first things we're going to talk about is polishing with Josh. So, if you heard from the last video, I've been saying there's a few changes making of that now. We're actually not doing it this fall now, because in fact he's building a new shop and he's going to be kind of busy with that. I know I'm kind of bummed, but we'll hopefully next year we'll get to do it again. But we're still going to do a polishing show this year. We are going to try to do, by the way, I'm actually hosting a birthday party this year. Hope you guys polishers can make it there. And have a list of some polishers. I'm going to try to make it out here, and hopefully you guys will have, we're going to have pizza and soda, and just some fun night's going to be a Friday night after work hours, so if you guys are close, come and hang out in the shop. It's going to be over at Jensen's. Hopefully we'll record this through the whole process. It's going to be a fun time. You get to meet some new polishers and stuff like that. But after the next day, it's going to be Saturday. The next day, we're going to try to polish Daryl Jamieson's truck. I think you've seen him on the Farm channel. His name is Daryl Jamieson. He works with Triva Valley, but we'll talk about that in the Custom Trivia. I think that's coming up real soon. I don't know, sometime in October, sometime before winter, we're going to try to have that out. So yeah. But in a little bit, we're going to show some videos. I think it's still going to be set up, but this one's going to be the beginning of it's going to be a little bit different. But we're still going to have a video, so we're going to have it set up the same way the commercials. I didn't take down the other one yet, but that video is still available for now. But after we get this one, it's going to come down. I know, sorry about, I decided to redo it. I didn't really like the way it turned out. Got a new tripod, and hopefully everything's looking good. So the next day, we're going to go over to the truck wash. Don't tell anybody this. But we're going to try to go polish Daryl Jamieson's truck with Travis Sisto. That's going to be in November. I still don't have a date picked out for the polishing yet, but hopefully a lot of people have been asking me. That's going to be even some of the dates I've been thinking. I had to grab my tablet and using my phone to record the video. I know them was thinking about how to put the dates out for Nicholas. Now, hopefully, if he can make it, great. I'm glad, but if he can't, no worries. So the dates are Friday the 1st or the 8th, or maybe the 15th, I'm not sure. Before deer season, I don't know, I think around the 8th, the 1st, Friday the 1st or the 15th or the 8th. I had to track it back we're still doing it, but it's gonna be a little bit different with the parodies than what we've done the last 3 years with you'll find, you know, those videos. We might share a few clips of that video maybe in a little bit. But just some remix stuff. That's on What's in the Life of Coda Caster, so go check that. We actually changed the name. It's actually What's in the Life of Coda Caster, not Cody anymore. So wanted to let you guys know. So, alright. So yeah, so I wanted to let you guys know about that. So yeah, so we're also gonna have a polishing body. We're also gonna have a camera guy to record that video and all them. So whichever day, I will work out the details with Dale Jamison a little bit. Every other weekend, I'll tell you why he has to. Hopefully, eventually, if I won't know this, but he has his great grandkids come over every other weekend, and I want to try to do it that weekend, but we had to do some Sweden, but yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. The birthday party is gonna try to be from 6 to 8, I think. That's gonna give us 2 hours. I don't want to do it too late. I don't know how many people in Triva around and people are probably gonna stop to leave, but I'm gonna call open house. You can leave whenever. You don't have to stay the full 2 hours. I'm gonna write it on the sheet. Open house. That gives us a sense of the other. That only gives us an hour and a half. I don't know if we're gonna do doing singing happy birthday and all that, and we're also gonna have some music. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So hopefully you guys can come in. Hopefully you guys can come join. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. The Porsche's birthday party. It's gonna be so much fun. Porsche's birthday party. Woo! So yeah, so by the way, another thing I want to tell you guys, I got word from James Lee that in the next couple weeks, he's gonna, hopefully by next week or the week after, he's gonna have his website up and running. So, but I'm not really sure. You have to ask him all these questions. He's gonna have the Fulmax and the Osborne and I think the Coker and the Marco. I don't know if he's gonna have the Fazuna. I think he's also gonna get some stuff in Go Shine Shop, Time to Shine and stuff like that. I don't think there's gonna be any Renegade there. But I just got done. I've been kind of busy working on creating this handbook for Josh Olson. He's actually the people. The next portion show is probably gonna, with Josh, is gonna be a little bit different. I guess we'll see. We're gonna try have Orvin come the next time, but I'm not really sure. We'll think of somebody. I don't really know if we're gonna use. Travis Sisto, but listen, they will have those. There's some couple of Porsches from Iowa that were up here at the Terry. If you guys went to the Terry Biddle show, like a month ago, sorry, September, somewhere time in August, I think that was. Yeah, we'll talk about that, but I'm not gonna give it too much, but there were some Porsches. They did a really good job. I know those wheels on that black truck were kind of rough, but they probably could have. But they got the job done. I don't think they did some handwork, and I don't know what the hell they got the back wall. I don't know if maybe they use hand polish. Maybe they use that Lumi. I have no idea. But if you're watching them, thanks for that. We're gonna try to get them to the party in November. But so yeah, they were looking how they had the trailer and generator set up. Oh man. Yeah, if you guys from Iowa, I might show the business card. If you guys went down there, if you're looking to have something polished, I can hit everybody. Or if you're from the other locations, like if you live down by Charleston, and you can ask Abin up. You can call Abin, or if you're from Michigan, you can call James Lee, or if you're from like Minneapolis, Indiana, somewhere down there, you can call James Allen Twitty. Or if you're from Maine, somewhere in Maine, you can call Ted Rosé, and any of those guys will help. Or if you're from the Valley, you can if you live around the Cadal or the Triple Valley, you can also call Travis Sisto, and any of those guys will be happy to help you get your shine on. This Travis Sisto, he does pontoons and everything, so if you have a old pontoon that's showing its age called Travis, he can fix it right up for ya. Or you can call East Coast, or if you're from California, call West Coast Polishing and Detail, and the same will hook you up. Same thing with Tony Metal on it. Another area, if you have something polished, or you could also call Jace Taylor when Clavies, so you can call the actual Clavies, and you can look up Clavies detailing and polishing, and they can hook you right up. I don't know if they have a shop, but they just judge what other people's shop to do. I'm not really sure. Or if you want some polish, Justin Lee on Justin Hill Customs, he may be able to hook you up. I kinda miss Justin. A little bit sad, I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, he's still alive, but he doesn't come around here much anymore. I keep going with you. Anyway. Or any other polishers of an area, call them up and they will be happy to help you. That's right, Evan. You're the man. Thanks for selling the products, by the way. Thanks for doing step-by-step advice on how it's done. You did a great job with those end dumps, Evan. I'm super proud of you. Without further ado, we're gonna play some clips of your favorite. We're gonna play some clips of how James Lee sands a wheel. And his crew, James doesn't really do it. Guess it may be a video where James sands a wheel, but where his crew sands a wheel.
Get this thing straightened out here. Alright. We're back! Live on Facebook. All you polishers out there might want to call your friends, tag them up, get them on this video. We're going to stay live with you for the much desired action shot. Going to be action shots today. Got the boys in there doing wheels. We're going to do wheels from start to finish live on Facebook all the way to the end so you can see the whole process. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
Will you do mine next? It needs it. It's looking pretty embarrassing for a guy who polishes trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, why not have a little fun while we're at it? We're here at Shelby's out in St. Louis, Alma. In here, see what the boys are doing here. They're just getting started. We ain't quite even started yet. Just hoisted them up, going at it. There, just started. It is started. This one, he must have started. Let's see what that was. microfiber bucket. Here's a microfiber. Yep. There it is. Yeah.
Okay, we can use that. But I'm gonna nickel.
9:48.
Yeah, those spots really help lock in the particular light coming. But I'll be right back. Now I can get a little bit longer runtime of this and everything shows me after we get back, we're gonna switch over.
What's up, everybody? Evan here with Evan's Detailing and Polishing. I get asked a lot how we get around the fuel cap and stuff without making it look funny. So this area here is a hard transition for a lot of polishers. A lot of people don't keep their pad in the right direction. This all comes back to, if you've taken my training course, you've heard me talk about the fat lady. The fat lady is the different angles that your buff sits at. Now, if you've watched the video on the direction of your cut, the way your buff sits, that's the most important part of here. So I outline my work, and then once I outline it, I fill it all in, and then I come back and I straighten my line up. I know this doesn't make sense. I'm going to show you right now. This is one that I've been asked for a number of years. I've tried to explain it to a ton of different people, but I'm actually going to show you exactly how I do it right now. I purposely stopped right here just because this is where I would make my transition to my filling spot. So we'll take care of that right now. Let me throw my respirator on real quick. Try to keep this video as short and simple as possible. Tie, get on in here so you can see it. Here we go. Orange pad, brown compound. I sanded this whole area really well. Now I'm going to buff it and clean my lines up so that everything looks straight again. So here we go.
Always watch where your cord's at all times.
Alright, so let me bring you back in close here. If you look, you see all different kinds of patterns and lines on here. See my pattern this way, all the way around. If you look up here, you can see where this one came in this way, and this one came in this way. Yeah, you can see it perfect on the video here. So now I'm just gonna come back through, pick up where I left off down here, and I'm just gonna fill this in, and I'm gonna straighten up all my lines so that all these overlaps go away. So, here we go. Let's put it back on again. There you have it. If you look up here now, I caught some strap grease or something over here, so don't mind the couple little black spots. But if you look here now, there's no overlap. You don't see where I cut this way and cut that way. I kept my pad nice and straight, let my buff get right down in there and keep it smoothed out, and now it makes an even transition. Now when I come back in color, if you see there's a little bit of compound down on the bottom of here, when I come in color, I'll just feather it this way, and then I'll follow it straight across so that I get rid of that completely. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. I hope this helps you get rid of some of your transition lines, especially for those of you guys that are polishing for shows and stuff. That's the first section I always see when I go to a show, is that section around the fuel cap, backsides of headlights, all that stuff. But this one's one of the big transition points that I'd like to see a lot of people start getting rid of. So if you guys are finding these videos helpful, like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate you guys stopping by. See you next time. Peace. What's up, everybody? Probably wondering why I have got a tube of grease in my hand. Had a few people here ask me lately, what do we use in our grinders when they're servicing them? This is it. 357 Magnum. Alright, so I'm going to try and break down how to clean the grinder out and how to re-grease it. I notice a lot of people are either not cleaning them out properly or they're putting too much grease in it. If you're putting a ton of grease in here, it's gonna shoot out all over the place. If you have the Makita GA7021s, follow along, it's pretty simple. The DeWalt's are just as easy. I don't have a DeWalt to show you exactly how to do it, but all you're gonna do is open the head up, and on the Makitas, the GA7021s, I don't know if you can see this here, but right here there's four individual bolts. They are hex heads, so I use a 5mm wrench, and I already loosened them all up, and I've got them pretty well set, so I can just take them out by hand. Try to save you guys a little bit of time in this video. But now, all I do is, I did not get ready for this. This one's been a while since it's been cracked open here. Let me go grab a flathead quick. Sorry about that. So all I do is take a flathead, squeeze it inside, and just twist it. Once it pops loose, the spline gear comes right out. Super easy. Now take notice of how much grease is in there from the factory. That's what you want to look at. As you notice, the factory didn't fill this thing full of grease. The purpose of grease is as something gets hot, it flows into the area where it's supposed to be. So all I do is take our brake parts cleaner, I don't know if you can see that, and a towel. I'm gonna just squirt a little bit of that in there, let it soak for a little bit, take my towel, and I'm just gonna pull all that grease out. And if you're using it, let it cool down ahead of time, because this sucks if it's hot. Alright, I got the good majority of it out here. Now I'm just going to go back in there with my towel and wipe it out. You can tell a lot of this stuff was getting pretty nasty. It had been in here quite a while. This grinder's probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years old. Had it for a good run here. Let's spray it one more time. I like to make sure it's real good and clean, because I want fresh grease in there. Then I just take some paper towel. I use the good stuff, and I just wipe it dry, just like so. Now, you can see that it's fresh and clean in there. Does this focus? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now it's all fresh and clean in there. Now, I'm going to take my 357 Magnum, which we of course sell on our website, goshanan.com/shop. And now I'm just going to put a few pumps in there. I don't need a ton. Cover my gear at the bottom, and then I put a couple pumps down in the bottom where the bearing goes. And that's pretty much it. I'd say probably maybe 20 pumps in there. Alright, now if you can see that. See, all I'm doing is covering that spline gear in there and a little bit down in where the bearing goes. And that's pretty much it. So now all I'm going to do is take my gear, put it back in there, give it a little squish, put my bolts back in, and make sure you put them in cross pattern go across from each other so that when you're tightening them down, it doesn't tighten down one side more than the other. But that's pretty much it. So tighten it down one corner at a time, and then once you get those done, and you get them tight, spin it up to speed, make sure it's not grinding and spinning, and you're good to go. Hope that helps. Catch you next time.
At this time, we're going to go into a commercial break.
Don't let life get in the way of your dinner plans. Call Green Mill and get it delivered. Green Mill delivers the entire menu. From sandwiches and pastas to fresh salads, juicy burgers, and of course, award-winning pizza. At home, at work, or wherever. Green Mill delivers it all. Green Mill, the color of full menu delivery.
You've all seen company presidents on TV telling you how they're going to do better, going to try harder. Well, here at Green Mill, we really don't have to say that. We work hard every day to make Green Mill your first choice for lunch and dinner. With fresh ingredients, made from scratch recipes, and value you just can't get anywhere else.
This is really good.
Like a free bottle of wine with 2 of our incredible pastas. Well, that'll get folks talking.
Get a free bottle of wine with 2 select pastas at Green Mill.
Just saying. Everybody loves Green Mill pizza. Heck, I love our pizza. But hey, you can't eat pizza every day, not even Green Mill pizza. That's why our menu features nearly 100 made from scratch and made to order dishes for lunch and dinner every day. And it's all available for takeout and delivery. And then again, there is our pizza.
Looks good.
Just saying.
Made from scratch, made to order, lunch and dinner every day at Green Mill.
If you're ordering McDonald's and your friend says they don't want fries, get them the fries. Or else your fries will be their fries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The sausage burrito. It's your McDonald's breakfast wrapped in a cozy tortilla blanket. Ah, to be wrapped in a cozy tortilla blanket. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've sourced our cheese curds from a single-family dairy in Stanley, Wisconsin for many years. A lot of people don't have a clue what a cheese curd really is. What is a cheese curd?
One step in making cheddar cheese is the cheese is milled into chunks of cheese that you call a cheese curd. It's salted, and we actually pull it off at that point, and it's the freshest form of cheddar cheese.
So all the cheese curds that we use at Culver's come out of this plant right here.
Correct.
Is that correct? Wow! That's a lot of cheese curds.
Yeah, roughly 5,000 pounds of cheese on each table.
And there isn't 2 cheese curds that really look alike, is
They're
there?
like snowflakes.
How do you get quality cheese?
Quality cheese starts with quality milk. All of our farms do a great job supplying us with fresh milk on a daily basis. It's the main ingredient, the key ingredient to cheese curds. I think the farmers really like to see where their milk is going. They love the fact that our cheese curds are going to Culver's. A lot of them take pride in that, and I think it's a great thing for everyone.
Now you're a master cheesemaker, and there's 2 other master cheesemakers here in the operation as well.
Yep.
So out of the 50, 60 master cheesemakers here in Wisconsin, there's soon to be 4 of them.
Correct.
If your brother passes.
If he passes the test, yeah.
There's soon to be 4 of them. And LeGranders.
And LeGranders. It all started with my grandpa. He purchased this plant in 1960, and we actually lived above the plant.
This is home?
This was home, yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Tell me about what makes it such a great dairy producing area?
We have relationships with a lot of the farmers that have been here for a long time.
We run our business kind of the same way, is that we're hands-on there all the time. You know, everybody takes pride in what they're doing and works out in our favor and their favor and your favor.
And definitely our favor. It's neat, we get to make a positive impact on a lot of people. That's why we're all here anyway.
Right.
It really is. I think it's family to family.
Yeah.
So appreciate doing
Thank
business
you.
with you.
Thank you.
The secret behind Culver's North Atlantic cod begins at sea.
The cod we supply Culver's comes from the North Atlantic. In this cold environment, the cod grows slowly. It develops a firm texture they all enjoy.
Let's make some cod fillet.
Let's do that. Look at that. Beautiful fish you have here.
We've had this on the menu from day one when we opened our very first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin.
This is part of the cod fillet that we call the cod loin. It's from the thickest, flakiest part of the fish, the filet mignon of the cod.
I think we have the best fish sandwich in the business.
I can guarantee you that.
When a guest orders a cod fillet at Culver's or one of our cod dinners, we make it at that time. It's not made ahead of time. And I wouldn't think of doing it any other way.
Nice thin batter. Lets the fish flavor come through.
We dress it with our tartar sauce that is actually a family recipe that's been within the Culver family for over 40 years. Culver's North Atlantic Cod Fillet.
There's no better cod in America.
Welcome to Delicious. I've always believed people know a good value when they taste it. That's why we do things the way we do at Culver's. The Butterburger tastes a lot better if it's served with a smile and a please and a thank you that comes from the heart. We come from rural roots, small town America. We like to take small town America to each one of our restaurants. And our promise is that each and every guest that comes to Culver's leaves happy. That's our promise. Many, many years ago, one of the lessons that my father taught me was, you never cheapen the product. That motto stands tall at Culver's. That's why we use fresh, never frozen Midwest beef. And we cook each and every Butterburger special for each one of our guests. It's why we only use real Wisconsin dairy. I'm telling you, it just tastes better. It supports local farmers, and it's just the way my parents taught me to do business. Look around. These are my friends and neighbors. I'm not about to cut corners. Welcome to Delicious.
Red Robin Department of Deliciousness is famous for its dedication to barbecue. This is where the Whiskey River Barbecue Burger was born. The combination of the barbecue sauce and the crispy onion straws makes it one of our most craveable burgers, which is why we put up these red ropes. And the electric fence. And the plexiglass wall. Okay, who wants to see the pickle room?
Nobody makes gourmet burgers like we do. Uniquely created to be insanely delicious.
Red Robin.
Yum.
What do we got? Captain, there's no sign of him anywhere. Dogs aren't picking up anything. I'll flush him out. Red Robin. Yum. Answer the call at Red Robin with an Oktoberfest burger. Fire grilled and topped with Black Forest ham, melted Swiss and beer mustard onions on a pretzel bun. Served with bottomless steak fries. Red Robin. Yum.
Bring the power of nature inside. Greenworks is made with natural plant-based ingredients that clean without harsh chemical fumes and residue. And since they're made by Clorox, they clean with the power you expect. From Clorox comes Greenworks. Naturally. And try Greenworks wipes. They're 99% natural and clean tough messes.
welcome back to Posting Night Trivia. So, hope you guys enjoyed that commercial break. It's been a couple weeks since I did this, but more than a couple weeks, but I wanted you guys to come back. So anyway, so I have some news to tell you guys, okay? We'll start off with that. So you guys know Josh Olson? Well, we're gonna take the fall off. We're not polishing this fall now, okay? We're gonna do it next spring, okay? Over Christmas time, we're gonna get everything scheduled, and we're gonna do it on next spring, March, April, after the snow melts, after we're all done with snow for the year, next year, 2025, we're gonna make sure that we do it right. We're gonna have a new guest. We're gonna try and maybe bring Owen back, but I'm not sure. Whew. Oh boy, that's good. I have a belly. Alright. So yeah, so I finally got my handbook done. I made Josh's Renegade handbook, and they will take some pictures of it and maybe put it up the end. And they will show you guys how everything that I put in there. I actually went down to Walmart and bought him a folder, but we're gonna hopefully make another handbook. You can create your own or everything. I use the Renegade and all. Some people have some haters about Renegade. I get it too. I get it. I know it's right. And I guess I don't know if I should tell you this. You know what? Since I'm a good friend to James Lee, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off. Hopefully he doesn't care. I'm not gonna tell all the insider information. I'm just gonna tell the story, what actually happened. I'm not gonna say any names, so Renegade. So the reason why he quit is watching James's Leeds TikToks a while back. Right over the summer, sometime over the summer. He decided to look back because I'm gonna turn this down. Perfect. I was excited. I'm gonna go upside out too loud. Anyway, so sorry. So, like I've been saying, so the Renegade got upset at James Lee for having the Jimmy Buffett, and they say because of the thing, but James told me that's not exactly because the real reason they got upset because they didn't want to do the Jimmy Buffett's out here, guys. I'm gonna do the thing sometime soon. I'm gonna give you an update on James's website, but if you need a Jimmy Buffett, you can go. I think Renegade may be selling some, but it's one of the better ones. Go Shine Shop, Highway Shine, maybe cigarettes, maybe. If you want to use the products we use, go on Go Shine Shop and buy yours today. Also, support Alvin. There you go, I said it. There you go, I said. Get yours. So yeah, so I've been in Posh in business since 2021 and today's 2024. So 2021. Oh, sorry about that. 1. Yeah, so I've been in business for over 4 years, guys. And I hope to see you soon, whatever you got. Slide wheels are very bad for me to do that. I have a little hard time with like tanks and flat work, so if you want to have something, you probably should. I would love to do wheels for you guys, okay? But you may have to pay some. Don't want to say this, but you may have to pay somebody else to do it. I also can do tanks, but mainly flat work is, but I kind of hate. It's kind of may hate on caution and the blowout wheels. And all sometimes I hate all the really rough ones. So yeah, so from all of us pastors, we love to do the same thing in a little bit. So next spring we're gonna have hopefully my buddy Travis Sisto over fun. He's a guy that kind of lives around me, around like the Chippewa Valley, and we're gonna try to do Josh's truck next. I don't know where yet. I'm also redoing that video that we did for Oren. It's gonna be Travis, so it's gonna be Oren again. Hopefully we can get Oren back so that we're not really sure. But anyway, so like I said, then so Evan's a really great guy. I think we're gonna add. so it's almost winter. We also hosted a birthday party this year. Some few plans got changed for that, but we'll talk about that this sooner or later date. Pull that out. Anyway, so yeah, so hopefully we get to polish again next spring. Right now I'm gonna be really busy with work, and we're actually through the rest of the year, guys. So we're almost to November. This year is gonna be really great. So anyway, real quick here coming up, I'm gonna be working on Casathon's trivia. We're gonna be working on Casathon's trivia and stuff like that. And it's gonna be sometime in November or December. Maybe at Christmas time again, I'm not really sure. Thinking about maybe doing it in the dome again, I'm not really sure. Like we did. I don't know if it's gonna be during the Christmas break that it maybe before Christmas. Zach is gonna be up here at. You guys been asking up there, and then I'm gonna explain. I know this is not the vlog channel, but he's doing really well. He's down in Ohio a lot. I think they're doing something this afternoon. I have something going on, but talk to him a little bit earlier. Have some stuff going on. This is so a lot of people use Time to Shine. A lot of Evans locations use Time to Shine. Some of the other guys like Kevin Clapp and Peter Williams and all of them, and that Jason on the East Coast, all of them kind of use Renegade. I'm not a really big fan of Renegade, but I will use it some. I have different thoughts about it in some ways. Also, last Monday I met a new polisher. I think you might think I might mention in some here. I got to meet Tab T-Bear the other day. We're gonna put that picture in there after our next commercial break. But But I do have to show people, we're going to show the Triva Cisco thing now. How to get everything set up for that. But before we do, go ahead and hit that like button down there. I don't know how many subs that we have on this YouTube channel, but I hope we can keep it going, and thanks for attention. So anyway, I'm gonna turn on the TV. And then now we're gonna pause. Alright guys, watch this video and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody on Facebook, it's Cisco with Cisco's Polishing and Detailing here. I just wanted to check in. Some people asked, why don't you do videos anymore? I don't know, just haven't really, I guess. No reason, but I can start doing some. I think some people like having the videos more than just the posts and pictures. So we're up here at 5 Star Dairy in Elkbound doing some milk trucks for a new customer. And we finished one up yesterday, and we got our second one here now today. And then I think we'll have 2 more after this one, so let's take a look and see what we got today. These rims were just done not too long ago this spring by somebody else that he had. So today we're going to be doing the battery box, the def tank cover, and then the good old cattle catcher. Getting that all acid washed while it's doing the fuel tank there. So we're for Normandy transport out of Elk Mound, and kind of gotta let the kids sleep in a little bit this morning. We got home about 2:30 this morning. Me and Wyatt started at about 8 yesterday morning, and then we had like a 3-hour intermission between 5 and 8ish. To go home, eat supper with the girls, and then we dropped Linnea off, and Kinsley came back out and helped us. Well, a little bit helped us, but she wanted to go see the cows and the calves and stuff, and he's milking about 1,000 cows up here, so kids like coming out to the farm, so yeah, so check back later. Go to Cisco's Polishing and Detailing on Facebook. You can see all new videos, before and after pictures, stuff that we've been working on lately. And if you haven't, please go to the page and give that page a like and a follow. And I'd appreciate it. I want to try to get to 1,000 customers here pretty soon, or 1,000 likes. And if you could also, some of these posts and stuff, if you could just share it, to reach out to some of your friends and contacts, especially with the pickup rims that we've been doing. I can do those for filler work during the week. We enjoy doing them, so you know, prices way cheaper than anywhere else. Plus, you get that Cisco Kid shine. So let me know what you got, and we can always get her done, get you on the schedule or on the waiting list. It's going to be pretty busy here coming up in August, getting ready for the Prentice Truck Show. So we'll be up in Prentice here for a couple weeks, I'm sure. And you guys have a good day.
Alright guys, I'm gonna look up Renegade wheels. So I'm using this little TV. I guess I didn't have it straight, but no, that's better. I think that's really good. I guess I'll start here, okay? These are the wheels that Renegade sells from this down. Those are the wheels that Renegade sells. I don't typically use them, but maybe someday I will start using them. Who knows? I like this. Actually, is that the one? Actually, maybe those are the ones. So this one's you can zoom in on it. No, those are actually similar to the ones that I use. The cheap ones that I get off Amazon. You can start with them. They look similar to that. They're fighting the Colorado wheels. I also like the untreated wheels one. Those are then hold on. We'll look up. Actually. These are similar to the wheels that, those are the wheels that Renegade sells. Look up Renegade USA, you can find them there. Yeah, you repair to the ground rouge and cut out all your lines. Renegade also nowadays has these small little, I guess whatever, Renegade Maverick blade sets. Make those. But anyway, if you want to get the best deals, now we're going to take you guys on Go Shine Shop. Now we're going to take a look at some of Evan's stuff. Evan doesn't have too much, but there's a picture of use some of. There's his time to shine and polish. Some sandpaper. 5-inch, they sell same thing. You can So you can get center or centerless, whatever tail you get from. I recommend safety flanges if you're going to use the centerless ones or the centered. Safety is one of the biggest keys to propulsion. It's in my shop and it should be in yours too. You can get this little kit right here. And these button wheels, these things, these cotton towels, these softballs, starch stripe balls these slab safety flanges, those centerless wheels. Cone balls, whitening powder, a phone cabinet inside a washer truck. Ceramic sealer, I don't recommend that. Restorator parts, full face restorator, soap, mushroom balls, red starch stripe this if you plan on taking your dude right sauce. Taking your dude right coating off, those are what those are for. Time shine, calendars, silk, late kit, extension kit. A Luma cleaner, waterish, time shine wax and wax them in. Glass clean towels are only glass. Aluminum maintenance hand polish, what's that? Kit. Looks good, doesn't it? Try to shine quick detailing for detailing your car. Turn air freshener because the fire in the car and it stinks. Just kidding. Time to shine glass sealant, Lumi's glue super finish hand polish, and time to shine bug remover spray. It's on two. Let's see what's on next item. Wash mitts, cleaning on gray microfiber towels, foam wax pads, time to shine all-purpose cleaner, wax and seal, the combo kit. Now should have see how many. I guess he only has 3, and the other no. Yeah, I think that's like an untreated wheel. Yeah, those ones. I wish you would send this just like the. Like the Renegade ones. Do you have a picture of the Renegade? I guess those are these are 6-inch, how many? Are these 6-inch too? Mini button wheels, I don't really know. 6-inch. These ones actually come with, they can have a hole, but you still use them. They actually designed their own kind of own city flanges, so such a L here. Renegade kind of made, Renegade Maverick Racers kind of made their own wheels like that, where they actually designed their own safety flanges with them there. They solve everything. And these are the ones that Evan salads on. I guess what you use like a lasher and a knot. You put them on your eye knocks or on your lasher, wherever you need. Name your eye knocks. There we go. So yeah, so basically, actually. So yeah, so these spots are actually really great. They come with this kit. There's not too many. There's the yellow ones with like little cows. I actually have a little one. A white so probably no fishing. Whatever that one's sometimes, but not really. Yeah, here's some of its kits. They come with a purple vest, a yellow, orange wheel, yellow, red, and purple. The red and purple is case of the stainless kit. Yeah, this is a little mini bus. 6-inch sandpaper here. 6-inch sandpaper here. You can use water wash. Man, they stop everything. A little green dust brush, you can use it to... I don't really know what you actually use that on. Really. Oh, some Evans local stickers you can get. This is like... Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. With that, we're gonna go on our next commercial break. So, we'll be right back.
Love walleye? I know the perfect spot. Walleye Fest at Green Mill. Walleye strips, perfect for dipping. A massive Parmesan walleye sandwich. Even blackened walleye. If you're a walleye fan, you just gotta have our fresh, made-from-scratch walleye. Walleye Fest at Green Mill. It's almost like being at the lake. Just saying.
Walleye Fest. Catch it for a limited time at Green Mill.
At Green Mill, we serve over 500,000 wings a year. And while everyone agrees Green Mill wings are the best, people don't always agree on how to eat them. There's the one-handed one. the nibbler. No bones. And then there's the all-in. Any way you eat them, you just can't beat them. Green Mill wings are the best. Just saying.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each with nugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And another thing, some say hold the pickles. We say hold them in your arms and thank them for helping the Quarter Pounder achieve full deliciousness. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect, made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, before I forget, if someone asks if you want your Quarter Pounder's cheese on top of the patty or right below it, your answer is yes. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect, made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
It takes growers like yourself to produce these great sandwiches at Culver's.
Every bite tastes like chicken is supposed to.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's crinkle cut fries are a Butterburger's best friend. When you get an order of fries, take one of the fries and break it open like that. It'll look almost like mashed potatoes. That's a telltale sign of what a good French fry is. French fry perfection starts with perfectly grown potatoes. And that's why we rely on our friends at Lamb Weston. They grow their potatoes in the great Northwest. There's a corner of the state of Washington. It's the southeast corner, and that's where the bulk of our potatoes are grown. Well, it's one of the greatest growing areas for potatoes, and the growers that they work with, they are very sustainable. They want to use the best practices possible. We've been using trans-fat-free, 100% canola oil. It's more expensive, but it's the best, and it's the healthiest as well for our guests at Culver's. Fries are fun food. You can dip them in ketchup. You can dip them in Georgia's chili. Some people even dip them in custard. Crinkle cut fries will make you do crazy things. Welcome to Delicious.
Bottomless fries with every burger, all day, every day, starting at $6.99. Not to get all legalish, but that's like from now until forever. Or until your wife tells you to stop. 24 burgers, a million reasons.
Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum.
It's burger.
Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum.
Master's Burger.
Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum. Robin, yum.
Where bottomless steak fries are free with every burger.
Sir, we still have no sign of Bin Laden. Have you tried everything? Yeah. Red Robin. Yum, yum, yum.
Answer the call today with a prime chop house burger, horseradish sauteed mushrooms, crispy onion straws, gourmet steak sauce, and bottomless steak fries. Or get a Southwest grilled chicken salad with fresh avocado and salsa ranch dressing. Your choice, just $5.99.
Red Robin, yum. Red Robin, yum.
From nature comes Greenworks, a new line of laundry products made with natural plant-based ingredients from Clorox. Clothes washed in Greenworks detergent are gentle on skin and have no harsh chemical residue. And since they're from Clorox, you can trust them to remove tough stains. Greenworks. Naturally.
Hey guys, Dennis from DC Supershine here. We are at my property, about 20 minutes from my main residence. This is my little slice of heaven, so we decided we would film here today. It's a beautiful day, and as you can see, it is winter here. We've had a few weeks of of snow. It's beautiful today. It's close to 10 degrees, I think, so stuff is melting. So perfect day to come and film a video for you guys. What I want to do today is talk about the 5 main tools that I use for polishing in my, for running my own business. So the first tool, I'd say that I probably use this 90% of the time. 90% of my polishing is done with the 6,000 RPM. This is the DeWalt D28499X. And the reason why I use this particular machine is because it's the strongest one they have. It's the one with the most horsepower. I think it has 4.3 horsepower, something like that. And I like the torque whenever you apply a little bit of pressure. It doesn't lose too much RPMs. So this is what I use to do the bulk of the polishing whenever it comes to especially cutting. The second tool, this is probably the most versatile tool that I use. So this is the 600 RPM to 3,500 RPM. It's the DWP 849X. And this tool I use for polishing, I use for sanding, I use for polishing paint. So it's definitely the most versatile tool that I have here. And so normally when I'm polishing, I put it on max. So 3,500 RPM whenever I'm doing my cutting step. And I use this into tighter spots. This is a bigger machine. It's a little bit heavier, harder to handle. So I'll use a 3,500 whenever I get into like little corners and stuff like that. They're a little bit harder to get into. Or if this machine doesn't fit, this is what I'll use. This is what I use for my high-speed sanding as well. So I'll put my high-speed sanding disc on here, and I'll use this for sanding, mainly for bigger stuff. So tanks, boxes, things like that. I will do the outside part of the rims as well. I find getting in the inside of the rim with this, it's a little too long, and it's just a lot more cumbersome, a little harder to handle. And then you can also use this to you put a paint polishing pad on here, like a wool pad. It can be a 6-inch or an 8-inch pad, and you can do the ends of the tank sometimes that are a little bit harder to reach by hand or with the bigger machine, and it makes that job a little bit easier as well. And then for paint as well, when you're polishing paint. So if you're doing some paint corrections, you have some scratch removal, or a paint that's very, very oxidized, and you want to bring it back to its original state, this is the machine that I will start with whenever I'm polishing paint as well. So the third tool is sanding, a sander. So this is a DeWalt. It doesn't really matter which orbital DeWalt that you buy. I've owned several. This one here is just, you turn it on and it's one speed. You have the ones that are variable speed as well. They both work. I prefer these. I don't know what the number is. I don't have my glasses, so it'll be linked below anyways. But this is what I use to do all of my sanding. Again, like I've said before, for me, quality means everything, especially when it comes to tools. You can definitely get the job done with a cheaper tool, but they won't last as long. And sometimes the torque on them, the RPMs and stuff like that, they'll slow down when you put a little bit of pressure. It'll cause some pigtails in your sanding, and it makes your polishing a little bit harder. So I like to buy a little bit higher quality, especially when it comes to sanding. The fourth tool here, this is an orbital polisher sander as well. This is what I mainly use for paint polishing. But a little trick that I've found that works very, very well as well is when you're doing stainless. So a lot of the stainless, whenever it gets a little oxidized or a little rough, we normally polish all that by hand. I know years ago we did all stainless by hand, and sometimes it can be really time consuming. So with this, whenever you're using it on stainless, it can save you a ton of time. So especially on the bigger surfaces, bumpers, stack shields, the visor, I'll use this machine to get all, to get it all done, and you'll save a ton of time. The last tool, but not the least, is clamps. When pieces are off the truck, especially boxes, box covers, if you just put them on a skid or on a table or anything like that, they move around as you polish, especially if you're polishing at 6,000 RPM, they tend to move around a lot. So I just use these clamps. They're super easy to use, and I buy the 24-inch ones. They're a little bit longer, so I can clamp up to pretty much anything, any cable that is available to me at the time on the job site. So I would definitely invest in at least 2 to start, and then if you can get 4 to 6 later on to do more things. And again, it depends on if you have anybody working for you and stuff. I have a few guys, so I like to have several clamps on hand to be able to get all the guys working. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all about any of these tools, anything more specific, please put it in the comments below. I do my best to try and answer everyone. And again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like me on Instagram and on Facebook, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hey guys, Dennis from DC Super Shine. I'm here today and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get started in a polishing business. It's probably in the last few years, 10 or 15 years that I've been on YouTube and on Facebook and all that. It is probably the #1 question I get is, how do you get started? What tools should I use? Which tools should I buy? Products, all those things. So I'm going to try and cover everything. I'm sure I'm going to miss some stuff, so you guys are still going to have questions. Put those in the comments below. I will answer every one that I can. But I'll try and cover as much as I can, or be as thorough as I can. #1, I'd like to start with tools. So what tools should you buy? What tools should you get to get started? Well, I have, if you come in here, we'll talk about my setup in a little bit, but like I have a bin here and it's just full with grinders. And the only reason why I have several grinders, #1, because I have employees, so I have several guys that work for me on a day-to-day basis. And #2 is I don't like changing my pads all the time. So I usually run 2 or 3 grinders at the same time. I have a cutting pad on one, finishing pad on the other, and so on and so forth. So I like to have a couple, but you don't need to start with all of that. You can start with one machine, one polisher that does everything, and then a sander, and that's about it. And then you can buy products, and you can get started. And then as you go, you build up your repertoire, or your tools, or your setup, whatever you want to call it. The tool that I suggest you start with is the DWP 849X. It's a 600 to 3500 RPM. You can do everything with this machine. So turn it up to the max at 3500. You can do your cutting, you can polish, and it works very, very well. And then you turn it down to 1800 to 2200. I like to, that's my sweet spot, is between those ranges for finishing. So this can do all of the polishing for you. It can even do some sanding as well, but I wouldn't start sanding with this machine if you're just starting out. The chances of screwing up are pretty great. This is hard to screw up with this little thing. It's orbital, it's pretty forgiving, and you don't have to buy a DeWalt or a Bosch to start with. Like, these are probably around $130, whatever, here in Canada. You can go to Arbor Freight and buy one of these for 29 bucks. Okay, I was looking the other day on the site. They're anywhere between $29 to $60, and it's perfect to get you started. They're not going to last very long, but to get you started and to get you making some money so you can buy better tools later on, it's definitely the way to go. For your polisher, you can buy these variable speeds at Home Depot or at Arbor Freight. Here in Canada, I would go to Canadian Tire. They have all sorts of different brands that you could choose from. So for tools, that's what I would start with. Products, then you're just looking at some pads. You'd be looking at some pads. You want to get some cutting pads and the finishing pads, at a cutting bar and a finishing bar. So, there's all sorts of bars out there. There's medium cuts and heavy cuts and finishings and all sorts of different colors and all this stuff. Whatever brand that you choose, these are my bars here, but whatever brand that you choose to use will work to get you started. There's no polish out there that's not going to do the job. Now, some will do the job better, some will do the job quicker, but all compounds will still polish. So a lot of people think that they have to spend all sorts of money to get set up to be able to start their business. It's totally untrue. I started in a 1995 Dodge, well, actually no, it was older than that, but at one point I had a 1995 Dodge Neon. It was just a little car, and I put everything in my trunk, and that's the car that I used to go to work. I didn't have a truck, I didn't have a trailer, I didn't have anything like that. And I just shove everything in the trailer and go to job, and that's what got me started. That's years ago, that's what got me around. That's all I had, that's all I could afford, and that's how I started. So, you don't need to buy a trailer. And this little trailer, people tease me all the time, they say I can take my trailer and put it in the back of my truck, They don't understand why I don't upgrade trailers. Well, there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, it's paid for. I've had this trailer since 2008. Cost me $1,300, and I made a lot of money with this little trailer. And another reason is gas doesn't change. Gas consumption right now, the gas prices are outrageous, And my gas consumption on my truck doesn't change whenever I pull this little trailer. It's probably, with everything in it, it's probably around 700 or 800 pounds. And I don't need anything bigger. It's a nice little puzzle to fit everything in there. Everything's nice and tight and neat, doesn't move, so it works for me. You don't need a shop, you don't need that kind of thing. You know, I tried having a shop a few years back, and it's nice to have, you know, you get the people to come to you and all this stuff, but I'd been in business for, probably 10 or 15 years before I even got my first shop, and all my customers knew me as being mobile. I was going to them, so they weren't coming to me, I was still going to them, and I still was paying expenses for the shop. And a shop can be quite costly, you know, on a month-to-month basis whenever you're not getting enough business generated that's working in the shop. So I had it for a couple of years and decided to just, you know, stick with what works, and being 100% mobile, using somebody else's shop, using their power, you know, it keeps my costs down. I don't have any extra added monthly expenses, and all that money I was able to, you know, pay off my truck and pay off all my stuff and not have any payments. So it worked well for me. Next one would be how to find customers. So, you know, and this is probably the hardest thing for a lot of the new people out there that want to start in any business, really, is finding new customers. And it's not easy. You know, you're going to get a lot of no's, you're going to get a lot of people that are not interested and all this stuff, and you just have to fight through that and just keep on moving. Whenever I first started, it took at least 4 or 5 years before I made any money. You know, my first year I was working for less than $5 an hour. And but I just fought through that, and I tried to make it work. And years later, you know, now I have thousands of customers. I don't advertise. You know, probably 90% of my business is repeat business. But it took a while to get there. So you just have to fight through that. And a couple tricks of getting, you know, starting with new customers is offering discounts, offering to maybe do, you know, if the guy has 3 trucks, for example, you say, listen, I'll do your first truck for free, and just to show you what I can do, and then I'll do the other trucks and I'll charge you this amount. And that works very well as well. And you know, more often than not, most companies are going to pay you for the first truck anyways. It's rare. You know, it's rare that you're going to get a company that's going to take advantage of getting you to do work for free. Another way too is just banging on doors. Just you know, it's a numbers game. The more doors that you go bang on, the more people that you talk to, the more chances of you getting a yes and then getting some business, and then you can start doing. And you know, not a lot of people want to do polishing, so it's not as hard as you'd probably think. Pricing. That's another huge question that I get, you know, especially from polishers that are just starting out, or even, you know, polishers that have been in the business for a couple of years, is pricing. How do I price my stuff? Well, it's a hard question to answer, because number one, it can vary on location. It can vary on, you know, what do you think your time is worth, basically. So, you know, is your time worth $25 an hour or $85 an hour? So you have to figure that out, and what are you happy with working for? So if you're happy with making $25 an hour, charge that. If you're not happy with that, charge more. And it also goes with experience, in my opinion. So, you know, if you're just starting out, you can't go and say, hey, well, you know, I charge $100 an hour. It just doesn't work that way. You know, if you're going to do, you know, average work and charge $100 an hour, you're not going to get a lot of business. People are not going to tell their friends or tell people that they know to hire you because they're not happy with your work, right? So you have to make sure that your hourly wage or whatever you charge per truck or whatever matches your experience as well. Little rule of thumb that I have is, you know, I'll start a little bit lower at first. When I first started, and of course this is 25 years ago, so things have changed and prices have went up since then. But you know, I tried to charge what the market, what around me was charging. So I called different businesses, I called different places, and I found out what all of those places were charging in my area, and then I just sort of kind of made my number from there. And then after that, once you get some experience, you get some more business, you get busier and all this kind of stuff, then at that point you can charge pretty much whatever you want, and you know, as long as the customer is willing to pay that. So that's my take on that. So I'm just going to take you a little bit through my setup that I have here with my little trailer, and what works for me, and then hopefully this will help you guys a little bit. So I just bought a bunch of bins. They call them pack outs or whatever. I just have like the rigid pack out here. They have them for Milwaukee and DeWalt and all that kind of thing. They're just like these little toolboxes, I guess. And then I just separate everything. All my liquid polishes, I put them all in the same bin. And then the little bin underneath has all my sockets and all my tools. And then this big bin here, I just have all of my bars, my extra bars, because all the bars that I use on a day-to-day basis, I usually put them in milk crates. And the reason why I like milk crates is because this is what I use to sit on. So, you know, I use it to store the stuff whenever it's in the trailer and I'm traveling, and then whenever I get to the job site, I take the pads out, or I take a few items out, and it's usually the stuff that we're using that day anyways. And then I can just turn the crate around. I put one of my mats on the crate and I sit on that, and I use that as a seat to work. It works perfect. It's a perfect height to do rims and all that kind of thing. And then I have some bigger bins here. I have this one here with some grinders. This one here is all my extra pads. That's all of my my paint polish stuff, and then a bunch of stuff in the back there, extra bars, and a few other things. I have some spare tires for the trailer and all that kind of thing. Stuff that I don't use very often. And then I have a bin of rags, and then I have a few boxes here with all my sandpaper and all of my masks and stuff like that. Extension cords are extremely expensive nowadays. I don't know if you guys have noticed these prices, but they are horrendously expensive. But a bunch of extension cords is a must. And you want to get some nice size ones so you get enough power coming to your tools so you don't burn out your tools. I probably have about 500 feet of extension at all times. Sometimes you get to a shop and you know the plug's at all the other way at the other end of the shop, and you're doing the trailer wheels at the other end. So you need enough extension to be able to handle that. And then I have a little ladder here that is retractable, fits nice in my trailer, and I can just spring that back up, and it gets me to you know, to be able to do the stacks and the visors and all that kind of thing. And then I have a second ladder and a plank that I keep in my little shop here for whenever I'm doing bigger stuff. So like when I'm doing tanks, it's nice to have two ladders and then a plank in between, just easier instead of going up and down the ladder. There's this little bench here that's really handy as well. This will, you know, get you to do the mirrors whenever I'm doing grills on Peterbilts, for example. To get the top of the grill properly, I use these little benches, and they work really, really well. So throughout the years, this is pretty much what I've accumulated and what's worked for, you know, of course I have a bunch of other accessories and all the other things that, you know, we need for polishing that we don't really need to get into today. But anyways, hopefully this helps a little bit, and it helps some of you guys out there that are getting started. I'm sure you guys are going to have a ton of questions, so please leave comments below, and I will do my best to answer those. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And like me on Facebook and on Instagram, and we'll catch you in the next one.
I got started, then Randy finished it up. There's the trainer. Say hi, Randy. Hi. There he is. I know Mickey's not here right now, but he will join us through the program. So, we're gonna be mainly working on this section here. We're gonna do a high-speed sound, and actually we're gonna start off with DA. Then we're gonna go ahead and get into the name and finish it up there. So anyway, so right now we're just leaning off of the mouse run when we started this, and we'll be back. That's good enough. Alright, so no, I'll get started with you. I'm gonna get started with Auto 220. I know this thing is pitted and swag, but anyway, I'm gonna stand this up right here by the door, and here we go. So I'm gonna get so this little standing cannot, so this is actually right now we're going to go ahead and still use it on the YouTube channel. Really love that tape. This is something really love when back in November when we did that thing. With President Nelson when we did the apology, now Yelp House. And this is great tape. How about that? Do you want to try some or do you want me to do some? Do you want to do some? Okay, now I'm training it right now. Take your hand off for a minute and put it back on.
That was hilarious.
Thanks, boss. You're the best. So anyway,
I called him the
so now she's gonna do some sanding with that same grit. Alright, so we'll stay tuned. This is just a short clip on these circle of so if you find no mix, this whole song is totally dry up right now. But we have all the tools here. I have the grinders, I have the boxes, the whole nails, down, we have
How many people most of the world? I did that. Who knows the
So anyway, that will be it. Hey Randy, say hi. Hi. I'm making a YouTube video. This is our cut line right here. So this is where I started now. Then there's some field pictures, but those are just gonna box out. So after when you start, I'm gonna explain some things about polishing. Then in the meantime, I'm gonna get some stuff ready for that. I'll be finishing up. Then we'll do that. So after when you I'm going to explain some things about polishing. Then, in the meantime, I'm going to get some stuff ready for that. I'll be finishing up. Then we'll be back. Alright, well, so that's the salmon process. Grabbing, we found there were 220, 324 on 600 and 800. Now, no, 600.
And then now I'm gonna see it.
Polishing, so this is the box. This is the peanut butter. I don't know, but I don't make this, but so now, all you need is the way that these. And I got some.
Who should have trained that next, Nick?
I need to get them. I'm showing you how to stop. Yeah. Can you see it? Like that, that's cool. So we do it. So this is so and grab my switch. So this is the rule we use. Guys, it's just about the point on the side on the side. If you want to look to buy anything you need, so we don't get that. But we still on the bottom. So now I'm going to show you how to do it.
Oh, you look pretty dirty. How about me?
I'm going to finish up this side
Well, I gotta get going for you. See to 11. So you can finish up there and I'll do a little cleaning up. Okay? I gotta go to the dump yard. I gotta haul some wood. I gotta do some test or some grades.
Okay, this is the last part of the trivia. This Evan video, and then we're gonna call us, so hope you enjoy the video. He will show us how to use a hand polish.
Buddy, Evan here with Evan's Detailing and Polishing.
just want to personally say thank you. Because if you're watching this video, it means you purchased one of our products and you scan the QR code. These videos are exclusively for the people that scan our QR codes. So thank you for purchasing one of our products. This product right here is the aluminum metal polish. In a few minutes here, I will walk out into the shop and show you exactly how to use this. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, so this product here is the Time to Shine aluminum polish. I have here our microfiber pad and our white cotton terry cloth. Both of them are available on goshenon.com/shop. As you can see, the product separates. We will shake this up really well. Don't be fooled by it. It just is what it is. So I'm going to shake this up. As you're shaking it up, you'll hear that rattle. We have an agitator in there that'll help keep it from resettling together. I recommend flipping it 2 different directions and shaking it really, really well. You will see it turn kind of a greenish color, and that's what we're looking for. So just shake it up really good. Just give it a good shake. I do recommend wearing gloves with this as well. Of course, with any hand polish, you should wear some kind of gloves. It does have solvents in it. Those solvents will dry your hands out and such. Give it a really good shake. When you first try it, it's going to seem a little runny, but once you get used to it, you'll realize you don't need as much as you think. Once your pad is wet, you can stay going. You don't need to keep re-adding more. Less is more with this product. It does have a bunch of waxes and sealants in it. Now this product is not very aggressive. I stress it is not aggressive. This is for use over the top of polish or as a maintainer. This is not a good replacement for something that needs to be cut or something that needs a heavy abrasive. We do have another product for that. Check that out here in our playlist. And here we go. So I got it shaken up. I opened the top. I took the little seal out of it. I'm going to open it up. Get some on my pad here. Just going to kind of get it wet real good the first time. Once it's wet, we're good to go. I'm just going to go in sweeping motions on the wheel. I'm just going to keep going until it starts to turn a little gray, black. Start to see it haze over a little bit. There we are, we're getting close now. It's starting to turn black. It's starting to haze over. Sorry about the smell. We couldn't make it smell any better. With trying to make it smell better, we had to put an oily product into it, and I didn't want to make this oily. I wanted to make sure that it was an easy product to take off and remove. So now that we have it on, I'm going to let it just sit and dry for a little bit. You don't want to just leave it for a day, but you want to let it sit and dry for a little bit. Take a clean cotton terry cloth towel, use it to wipe it off. You can see it's coming off super, super easy here. I'm not really scrubbing, just wiping. Comes out super easy. Towel's turning black. I'm gonna flip it to a clean side. Give it a final wipe. It's coming off super, super easy. I'm not scrubbing at all. And that's it. Super simple. I didn't scratch it up. As you saw, I didn't use microfiber. As you guys all know, I'm not a firm believer on using microfiber on aluminum. If you look at this towel here, it didn't bunch up and it's not getting scratchy. But it did leave my nice show wheels on my truck here kept them a nice show finish without scratching them up. So hopefully you guys love this product as much as I do. Once again, sorry it doesn't smell the greatest. But we also do sell these gloves on GoShineOn.com/shop. So if you're looking to keep your hands nice and halfway clean while you're polishing, we do offer those as well. But hand polish, microfiber pad, and a white cotton terry cloth is all you're gonna need. Like I said, designed for show finish or stuff that's nice to just maintain it, not developed for heavy scrubbing. Thank you guys, appreciate you. If you're looking to resupply, pick it up on GoShineOn.com/shop.
Hey there, I'm with Jackie Burglar and Finnegan's, the beer that donates all their profits to feed the hungry.
Ooh, there's nothing more satisfying than a Green Mill pizza.
And now that's truer than ever. Green Mill will donate $1 for every large pizza sold Monday and Tuesdays to help Finnegan's purchase fresh food for local food shelves.
The need has never been greater. Buy a Green Mill pizza and help us feed the hungry.
I'll drink to that.
Just saying.
Learn how one Green Mill pizza can feed 3 families in your community at greenmillforgood.com.
Bad tutu. Now here's a good tutu from Green Mill. Get 2 large, 2-topping, award-winning Green Mill pizzas for only $20. Some tutus are good, like 2 large, 2-topping Green Mill pizzas for only $20. Some, not so much. 2 large, 2-topping pizzas for $20, available for a limited time for takeout or delivery only. Delivery charges may apply. Green Mill, the color of everyday value.
You already know you can catch the best pizza at Green Mill. But wait until you see what we do with pasta, steak, and seafood. Green Mill Restaurant and Bar. Hey, have some fun with your food.
When it comes to fresh and local, Green Mill is outstanding in the field. Green Mill uses fresh and locally grown ingredients for their made-from-scratch dishes whenever possible. In fact, Green Mill is on a first-name basis with many local suppliers. Say hello to a couple cheese producers from Wisconsin, Clarabelle and Betsy. Green Mill, the color of fresh and local.
George, you're my top salesman. You cook up some great deals. But your wife cooks up a great meal.
I like making roast lamb. Sure, but how could you like doing these greasy dishes? Even with a non-stick pan, you're still stuck with grease. Not me. I have something fantastic on grease. Oh, honey, there's no way you could have that beat. No way. Haven't you heard about Dawn? Dawn dishwashing liquid. It takes grease out of your way.
Dawn does more than just cut grease. Look. Even with half a cup of grease added to dishwater, Dawn breaks up the grease, actually surrounds it. Dawn takes grease out of your way to help keep it from settling back on your dishes.
Dawn helps keep grease away from my pans, my glasses, even away from my hands. Honey, you really do have grease under control. And now, so do I.
That was a delicious meal, Ruth. You're right, Mr. Rudy. Always am, George.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Plus 5 minutes can turn into 15. Because 350 degrees is different on your mother's oven. Because gas isn't the same as electric. Because sometimes you just forget. At the end of the day, greasy pots and pans everywhere need Dawn. Dawn cuts stuck-on grease faster than any other liquid. So there's less for you to clean. Whatever you can dish out, Dawn can handle it. Dawn's the best at taking tough grease out of your way. Feel like you never finish because something's always soaking? The breakfast pan at lunch, the lunch pan at supper, the roasting pan from last night the next morning. Can't there be an easier way to cut stuck-on grease? Introducing Concentrated Ultra Dawn. More powerful, so 1/3 less dissolves stuck-on grease better than regular liquids. Now, when you're finished, you're finished. New Ultra Dawn. Get stuck-on grease off better.
Ah, dishes.
They call me morning fresh, I clean up greasy mess, burnt and baked on crust, the only one to trust. They call me morning fresh, I clean up greasy mess. One squirt is enough to get through all this stuff. They call me morning fresh, I clean up greasy mess.
Morning Fresh. Superior grease cutting power. From nature comes Greenworks. Natural plant-based cleaners without harsh chemical fumes or residue. Since Greenworks products are made by Clorox, they clean with the power you'd expect. And they're made from natural ingredients. Now there's new Greenworks Natural Dishwashing Liquid. It removes grease and baked on food, leaving your dishes clean and shiny. Greenworks, naturally.